Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Inspectors, a special one shot where we're not the Inspectors. You may notice a slight difference in our positions and things like that. Adam could not be with us today, but please go follow him on Adamas Lamas everywhere. So, yay. He will be back with us when we start season 3 on August 12th. Today we have Vira doing a one shot in their own world. Yay!
Yay.
Very excited. So, we're going to do introductions. Oh, wait, nope. Sponsors. Okay, so thank you, Gilding Light. Yay! Uh, there's no giveaway today, but thank you for D&D Beyond for giving us all the codes throughout the season. We appreciate it. And thank you to Sirenscape for all the music you provide. You can check them out at sirenscape.com. That's SYRINSCAPE.com. Okay, so I'm in the unusual position of being a player. So, hi, I'm DC. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, DC Lasser. I'll be playing Dobbs Messier, Circle of Stars, Forest Gnome Druid. Yay. Crystal.
Yay! Hello, people. My name is Crystal Fear. You can find me at Crystal_Fear on Twitter and at Crystal Fear pretty much everywhere else. I am playing Skuld, the Kenku Bard.
Lori.
Hey everybody, I'm Lori, and today I'm playing Mr. Tibbs, a goblin wild magic barbarian. You can find me on Twitter at calamity_JAYN and on Discord for D&D Beyond, as well as Gilding Light as Calamity J.
And our guest today. Thank you so much for coming in last minute. Justin.
Hi, my name is Justin Lane. I will be playing Daith Dragvondil, a half-orc paladin warlock. And I don't really have a Twitter. Kind of hard to say these days, but don't really have much as far as social media goes. But I appreciate you inviting me here nonetheless. So thank you.
All right, and to kick us off, Vera.
Hello, it is me, Vera, from Vera Says Dragons. I am back in the DM chair after a very long time of not being in it, and I am more nervous than I should be. But I'm very excited to introduce everybody here and everybody watching to the world of Airso. Quick table rules. I rule that all cantrips are bonus actions because I said so, basically. There are homebrew gods in this world, but all D&D gods exist, and there are some interesting creatures that they may or may not run into, most likely will. You will not find in a D&D book. But let's get this started. The four of you have been hired by a group known as the Grey Guard in a bit of a mystery case. In the nation known as Visrali, in a museum, some magical artifact was stolen in the middle of the night, and there were no witnesses left alive, just guards turned to nothing but bone statues in the wake of it. The Grey Guard has reached out to you for your various talents and whatever you have made yourselves known for in this world, and you've been traveling together for a couple of days to reach the Ossium Mountains, these beautiful, jagged, white peaks that reach into the sky like from the bottom jawbone of a dragon. It is bitingly cold in the air around you, but you're so far able to manage without any frostbite or ill effects. You've probably been in the mountain range for about 3 days, following this faint magical trail, just ever so slightly, you're almost able to smell it in a sense that none of you are quite familiar with, but there is this scent of blood and of mystery that smells like mixes of incense and rust and leather that has followed this trail ever since you inspected the museum that was first broken into. It has left you now standing at the base of one of these mountains in a stone valley and staring at a door carved into the peak. The door is mostly nondescript, but the fact that it's there at all is perhaps a little concerning, and carved into the face of the stone is the god of freedom Vectros with the chains unbroken along his arms. It's cloudy and overcast, everything overdone in a gray hue, but not quite snowing, though you think it will. And if you all would like to introduce your characters, that would be awesome.
Like I can go first, I guess.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, I'm Mr. Tibbs. Okay. Yeah. I'm so happy to be here, everybody. I'm a goblin, so I'm real small, but that doesn't mean I can't do stuff. So don't underestimate me because I'm little. I have my big sword and I have a shield, and I am ready to fight.
I am Daith Dragvondil. These awesome mountains sure are mountainous, and I'm a little bored of being in them. Sure hope we fight something soon.
My name is Skuld. I am a Kenku. I'm a bard, and a little cold, but you know, it is what it is.
All right, I'm Dobbs, your friendly neighborhood gnome. Yay. Forest gnome. Looking to the skies. It's overcast, which is a bummer. Won't see any stars tonight, but I should know their positions because 3 days ago we're still relatively the same. So I think current trends indicate that everything should be okay in that field. And oh, I almost ran into that tree. Okay, sounds good. That's me.
That's wonderful, and I love them all. The door in front of you doesn't appear to have a door handle, but it also looks as though it's been opened recently because there's a scattering of pebbles and dust in front of it in an arc. It looks like it swings out towards you.
Melon?
Uh-huh.
Was sure that would work.
Are there any other words, or is it just the carving of Vectros?
You could do an investigation check as the first roll if you'd like.
Okay. Well, this will be fine.
This is fine.
This is fine. I'm not Molly right now. Oh no, it's a 5 minus
no.
1. It's a 4.
Oh no.
You get incredibly fascinated by the carving of Vectros because you've never seen a carving like this of this particular deity. I'm not sure if Mr. Tibbs knows this particular deity, although you might know that they are a deity just from how they're carved. It's just very well done. It's very artistic. It kind of reminds you of some of the fancier places that you saw when you were still figuring out what your name was.
Oh yeah. This is like museum quality. Like it's really good.
Is there a wide enough gap that I could like reach in and like try and force it open?
You might be able to try and force it open with the flat of a blade or a crowbar if you have one. You think.
I don't carry a sword on me.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I got a crowbar.
Crowbar will do. Hand that to me and I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
All right.
Should
So
have my bag. Yeah.
that'll be a strength check against the DC of the door.
19. All right.
19. All right. The door actually does begin to give way just a bit. You're able, it's an incredibly heavy door. You didn't actually expect it to be this heavy, but then again, it's carved into the face of a mountain. But it begins to pull out little by little, and you immediately hear surprised voices from inside. Whoa, what's going on? That's not supposed to be opening right now. Get ready. It could be the boss. Push it
closed again.
You push it closed again.
Did we consider knocking?
No.
Consider the element of surprise.
Oh,
They said something
Uh,
about a boss.
yeah. Skuld is gonna go up and knock.
You knock, and after a moment, you hear a voice. Who goes there?
My name is Skuld. Can we come in?
Mm, That doesn't sound like the boss to me. That doesn't sound like the boss to me either. Definitely not.
Let us in now, or the boss will hear about it.
Did you hear about the boss hiring anyone else? What am I supposed to know? I've just been here a week. Give us a second. There is a long moment, and then the door begins to swing outwards towards you, and you probably expect to see people in front of you, but instead you see two suits of armor that are encased around glowing blue forms with no features, no faces, but they're staring at you. You assume their faces, the helmets are turned towards you. You work for the boss. You don't work for the boss. They don't work
We
for the
do.
boss.
Of course I work for the boss.
Your boss just hired us.
Deception check with advantage because you helped each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, get back here. God
I'll
damn
let
it.
you do the roll for it. Actually,
Okay.
I'm really good at deception.
Deception. Oh my god. So I rolled an 8. I have plus 11 to deception.
Better than mine.
I love being a kenku.
Yeah, their intelligence is like a 9, so I'm just not even. They'd have to get a nat 20. And even then, it's unlikely. So, the two glowing suits of armor stare at you and then kind of look at one another and then very slowly back up to like allow you entryway into the room. And it's dimly lit inside. It's actually mostly lit by the glowing suits of armor that are quite strange and a little unsettling. The armor itself is incredibly ornate. It's pearlescent almost and silvery blue, but it's in a style that looks incredibly out of fashion, incredibly out of date. This couldn't have been used for at least. Actually, Daith would be aware that the last time armor like this was used was approximately 200 years ago.
Oh wow.
Lovely.
Oh,
Yes. So Daith would be very aware of that, actually, because Daith would also be aware that this is an elven form of armor.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yes. And Dobbs would notice that upon each breastplate is a constellation. One of which I don't believe you would recognize, but you can roll for it if you'd like with I'd say intelligence or a wisdom check for you with advantage because you're so focused on the stars. But the other one you know to be Arvanos's eyes, the god of chained and imprisonment.
Ooh.
And you just want me to roll straight wisdom for the other one?
With advantage, but
With
yes.
advantage. Okay. Oh, wow. Natural 20, 25.
wow.
Nice. That's
Brava.
awesome. All right. So you do recognize the other one, and it is known. Breathe. If I could breathe today, that'd be great. It is known as the Chains of Malice is what it's called, and it represents one of the betrayer gods. Similar to a way that Arvanos' eyes are usually used to symbol betrayer gods, although the god Arvanos herself is not known as one of the betrayers.
On seeing this, Dobbs sort of draws into himself a little bit and kind of holds himself a little closer and kind of gets a little nervous.
Okay. But the two figures look at you both and go, the boss just hired you.
He did.
What for?
To make sure you're doing your jobs.
Well, all we're supposed to do is guard this room.
Seems
Well.
like you're doing a fine job.
Agreed.
Oh, well, that's good. That's very good. You do see, as the room is better lit when the door is more opened, it is a single circular room with the two guardian beings, and there is another door behind it that leads deeper in. This one is a wooden door, not stone, and it doesn't appear to be locked by any means. It has a regular handle on it. It's just a door. So they appear to be the only thing in between you and it. The walls are unadorned in this section. There are no carvings of gods. There's no paintings. There's no wall hangings or adornments. The stone, however, is polished incredibly smoothly, almost like glass, including on the floor. And the closer that the white stone gets to the door, it starts to fade to black. And hanging from the ceiling of this room is a singular chandelier that looks as though it was cast out of the thorns of roses, and it's holding a singular glowing blue orb within.
You're muted, love.
I'm not.
Justin is.
Okay. Can I tell if it's of elven origin? The chandelier specifically.
I would say that you're pretty sure it isn't.
Okay.
Do these armor people smell like the magic we've been trailing?
Yes.
They smell like it very strongly?
They smell very strongly like the magic, but they also don't smell like they're the source of the magic you've been trailing, just that they've been mired in it.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Tibbs is really close to one and be like, yeah. And like I'm gonna try to follow the smell through the room. You're muted.
How many more do we need to
Right to the door.
inspect down below?
Well, we don't know. We're not allowed past this room.
Oh, but we are.
Yes.
They're allowed past the room. They're allowed past the room. They look at each other, and there's just this echoing of confusion between the two, almost like this goes against something that they've been told, but your deception check was high enough against their intelligence. They can't quite question it. So they step to the sides and hold themselves at either side of the door, which allows you a straight path.
Okay. Skuld will head downstairs.
Okay.
Or through the door, or whatever.
I'll let the boss know you passed with flying colors.
This is good. This is good. We won't be sent back. We won't be sent back. And
I love them already.
you can't, there's not quite emotion in their voices, or there hasn't been, other than the confusion up to this point. But in that moment, there's genuine fear. The idea of being sent back to wherever they were before, not a good thing. But the door opens, and the first thing you immediately notice is it's no longer black stone that has been polished incredibly smoothly as you look into a winding tunnel that is very dimly lit. It's black glass. The entire tunnel is smooth black glass. The ceilings, the walls, the floor.
Wow.
Interesting.
Oh, does it echo? When it was like, wow.
It does echo.
As I quickly pass by the guards, I'm like, make sure to tell them the inspectors did great. And I keep going by.
Damn it, DC.
DC, I love you.
I love it.
I love you so much. The two beings like look at one another and then just nod to you quickly as you head into the tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Yeah.
Very much so. Your footsteps echo on the glass with a somehow very ominous ringing. It doesn't sound natural each time you step. And you would expect, with how smooth everything is, that this glass would be slick, that you would be struggling to hold yourself up. But even though it is at a decline and winding, you're very easily keeping your balance.
Hmm.
The smell of that magic, Mr. Tibbs, is getting much stronger.
Okay. I would like to take a moment to open my magical awareness.
Mhm.
And so any spell or magic item within 60 feet of me that isn't behind total cover, I can sense the spell and what school of magic it is as I move along until like the end of my next 6 seconds.
Okay. For the initial 6 seconds, I wouldn't say that you notice anything in particular, but anytime you do that, just let me know and I'll let you know if that changes.
Okay. Again,
And
nothing here so far.
as we're going down, let everyone. So the one had the symbol of a betrayer god on it. So that can't be good.
No, I suppose not.
Might be more.
Well, what was on the other one?
I don't remember what I
Okay,
remember
so-
in a short time.
It was a symbol of Arvanos, the twin of Vectros, the god of being chained.
I'll relay that.
Vectros is being free, Arvanos is being chained.
Okay. And did anybody know the one on the door? Like I kind of did, and I thought it was pretty, but I didn't know
You
it.
thought it was pretty, but you didn't know it. I would say it is up to you guys if you recognized that Vectros was the god carved onto the door.
Can do a
I am-
religion check.
I'm
You can
proficient in
absolutely
religion.
you can absolutely do a religion check.
That
I would say
is a-
Dobbs immediately knows because there are lots of constellations for Vectros.
I got a
That is a
22.
24.
Wow.
You know it? Okay. So everybody but Mr. Tibbs.
That's fine.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Tibbs.
We have the unbound, the chained, and a betrayer god all sort of represented so far by the time we've gotten this far.
So,
Skuld,
Yes.
with your hearing, for a moment there's a discrepancy almost. There's been an echo every time that all of you speak. For a moment though, when Dobbs just spoke of the three gods being intertwined, there was almost a hesitation in the echo.
I will relay that to them and be very confused.
I would like to use my divine sense.
Remind me of exactly what Divine Sense does, because I don't have a player's or DM guide in front of me at the moment.
As an action, I can detect good and evil until the end of my next turn. I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of anything celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Question.
Yes.
So you know if anything is hallowed. Do you know if anything has been desecrated?
I believe so, as part of the evil.
I believe so as
The
well.
detect evil, yeah. So I would be able to detect cleansing and desecration.
So that's funny that you should say that right now. Is at this point that you
Boy.
all reach sort of a landing, like on a stairwell as you come out of the tunnel into a brief room and then into a larger room. And your senses immediately go off. This entire room that you are within has been desecrated. There has been a great evil performed here at some point, and it rattles you to your bones. The room that you are staring out at is again all black glass, and in front of you, it's perhaps an 80-foot room, is a giant chessboard just carved into the ground with massive stone carved pieces, each one depicting each piece of a chessboard. The queen in her crown of thorns, the king with his sphere and staff, the knights on their rearing horses, and each pawn a figure of armor with no features and very similar armor on each pawn to the figures that you just passed before. The chessboard is slightly raised from the ground, so it would, and each piece is approximately the same size as Daith. And in the very center of the chessboard is a raised pillar.
Does it look like there's a game in progress, or is it fully reset on both sides?
It is fully reset on both sides at this point in time. And
boy.
beyond the chessboard is another door.
Hmm.
There is no way to get to the door without stepping on the chessboard.
Yikes.
This chess set is entirely impractical. I can't move this. This is stupid. How could I ever play with this?
I don't even know how to play chess.
Fancy people play chess.
There's a great evil in this room, and I'm not talking about the desecration. Games. Bah.
The queen,
Yes.
would I recognize that? Would I recognize her form?
Like as a specific person?
Yeah.
No. She seems to just be the representation of a queen.
Okay.
Do any of the pieces look like the guards that were turned to stone back, or that were turned into statues where we came from?
Yes, the bishops.
Oh, lovely.
And each of the knights is on a rearing skeletal horse with manes and tails of carved glass flame.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Funnily enough, the rooks are not what you expect, however. They aren't castles, not quite. They're trebuchets.
Oh.
Yes. And can I just really quick get what everyone's languages are?
Abyssal, celestial, common, draconic.
Awesome, thank you.
Common, orcish, elvish, infernal, and dwarvish.
Nice.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Celestial, common, draconic, druidic, gnomish.
Okay.
Mr. Tibbs is quite the talker. She knows common, goblin, and dwarvish.
So Skuld and Dobbs would notice that the central pillar is carved in celestial.
Oh.
The one that's in the direct middle of the chessboard.
Interesting.
Can I read what it says from here?
You would definitely need to get closer. You just recognize the shape of the letters.
Okay. Skuld will step up and step onto the chessboard.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie. That is. So that is a 17.
Okay. You don't notice anything happen, but as you step onto the chessboard, there is a moment where each square that you step on, as you step on it, lights blue. But the moment that your weight is off of it, it dulls again.
Are we on the white piece side or the black piece side?
You're not sure because it's all carved out of black glass.
Oh.
You have
goody.
no idea.
Interesting. Well, that can't be normal.
I mean, I can tell you what it is, sorta. And I'll get closer, but I'm not going to step on it. And just like get really close and kind of like sniff at the board, and then I'll open the magic awareness again to try to figure out what school of magic it is.
Okay. There's traces of enchantment. And there's definitely abjuration.
Okay.
Perhaps just below that, a little bit of necromancy as well. This thing is very magical.
Okay. I will repeat that. And any other Like, are the pieces magical? Like, is everything basically on the board magical?
You're getting the sense that everything on the board is magical. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's your combo platter. Then like a little bit of necromancy. So that's probably not fine.
Well, that's lovely.
Scald, how close do you get to the central pillar, or do you go right up to it?
I will go right up to it.
Okay, so you are then immediately able to read it. And it says, the history of vitality now shows the knight is first to bow. And that is all it says.
Okay.
Knight
So it
moves
said-
first.
Yeah, I will relay that to them. Well, I suppose we need to move the knight then.
I could also try dispelling a couple of the effects on the board.
Good.
That would work or like kill us, right? Like one of the two?
Probably. Hmm?
Okay.
Could I stand over here while you attempt this?
Yeah,
Seems like it
let
could go
me
awry.
let me get off of the board before you do that.
Honey, you can't.
Oop.
Oh. Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
moment
Great.
Scald attempts to step off of the board, a blue barrier erupts into place and you kind of bounce against it and it shocks you back. It doesn't hurt you, but it's incredibly uncomfortable to brush against. It almost feels for a moment like someone reached in, grabbed you by the spine, and pulled you back.
Oh, that's fun. Ah. To which Skuld replies,
Huh.
It's like quite the predicament you have now landed us in.
well, I'm the only one on the board.
I will attempt to step through the barrier onto the board as well.
Wisdom save, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
Guess
Alright.
you're doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the worst of ideas.
26?
Okay, you don't notice anything happen. You step onto the board.
Okay. Now what?
Well, welcome to our game.
What game is this?
I think it's chess.
Hmm.
I think.
The colors are
I-
not quite right, though.
I
Doesn't
suppose
chess
we
have
need to.
two colors?
Supposedly.
Hmm.
Oh well. I suppose we need to move the knight then. Oi, Dave. You're bigger than me. You do it.
I want to try dispelling an effect on the board.
Which effect would you like to try and dispel?
Let's try the necromancy.
Okay,
I'm
so
going to cast that 4th level. Is it higher than that?
no. No, sadly for me, it is not.
Aw.
It is equal.
Okay.
So that
So-
means it is immediately dispelled, correct?
Yep.
All right. So the necromancy effect vanishes. The rest remains in place.
The necromancy.
I will attempt to move the knight.
Which knight?
Ah,
There are two knights
Oh,
on
good.
each
No one
side of
blew
the
up.
board.
Excellent.
what was that inscription again, Skuld?
I will repeat it.
The history of vitality now shows the knight is first to bow.
Let's try the Queen's Knight.
Which queen's knight? The
Uh,
one closer to the door or the one closer to where you've come from?
The one closest to where we've come from.
Okay. And you want to move the queen's knight. All right.
Yes.
All right. So it'll be a strength check to lift it.
All right.
I imagine you'll do fine.
14.
I imagined wrong.
It was a mediocre roll at best.
Ouch. You're unable to lift the piece.
So.
My bad.
Yeah. Live with your back. That's how you do it.
Could I try to assist?
Yes, you can try to assist. You can make a reroll with advantage.
Okay. Okay. 16 that time. Slightly better.
You are just able to lift the knight and maneuver it over the pawns to get to where it needs to go. And as it settles down, the entire board lights in a wash of red underneath you. The pieces themselves all shift to red. And on the other side of the board, one of the pawns skips forward 2 steps.
Lovely.
It is the Queen Bishop pawn.
Okay.
Well, I can keep going if you want me to try again. There's more effects and possibly attempt to get rid of, unless you really are invested in this game.
Are the
Dream kitty.
are the words still the same?
The
On pillar?
words?
Yeah, or they
I don't
change.
I don't know. Has Skull checked?
It's Skuld will check.
That which the knight will take away now will be the last to play.
Does anyone here speak chess? I don't understand this.
So, okay. So you're saying the pawn at F7 moved to F5?
Yes.
Okay, and we moved the knight from G1 to presumably F or H3?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Presumably. One of those. Not sure. You guys didn't specify.
But, well, they go 2 up and 1 over.
Yes.
So the knight can't take that pawn. Doot, doot.
I think
That
Laura
which
may
the
be
knight
the
will
only
take
one here
over.
that knows chess.
Now will be the last to play. No, I bet DC knows. DC know chess?
Which was the pawn that moved?
It was the Queen Bishop pawn.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're looking at a chess grid board, which I am sadly
Yeah.
for the second time in 1 week, um, it looks like the F7 pawn on the black side moved up to F5, and our knight would be either on H3 or F3,
Mhm.
but that knight can't take this pawn in this move. Then that which the knight will take away now will be the last to play. That's interesting.
You could try a wisdom or arcana check to see if you can discern what it's trying to say.
I will do an Arcana check.
Okay.
Okay, that is a 26.
Wow.
The history of vitality now. There was necromancy and enchantment on the board.
Mhm.
Sounds like blood magic.
Oh, fantastic.
So perhaps an activation ingredient would help.
Uh-huh. Okay. In which case, she will take out her dagger
Mhm.
and she will cut her hand.
Okay. The moment your blood drips onto the board, it entirely lights in red again, and then pieces begin to move. The
Oh.
game begins to move. And it moves around and through you and Daith as though you two are spectral. Pieces move through you. And it's funny because at first it seems like the other side of the board is going to win. It captures pawns, it captures both of the rooks on your side. But then the knight that you two moved begins to pick off other pieces quickly. And the other side of the board is caught into a checkmate by the knight that you moved, the bishop that you have, and your queen.
Yes.
And immediately the entire board dulls, stops, and each piece crumbles to ash.
Wow.
I do hope those weren't people.
They might have been, but I mean, really, I don't think we could have helped them. Also, I don't
Sadly, I
know what
think
my
you're right.
accent is anymore.
It's okay. It's okay. You're a Kenku. It's okay.
My Irish accent is not great.
Yeah, you kind of sound like my mother, who was raised in Ayr, Scotland. So
Yeah, yeah. It goes back and forth between Irish and British and Scottish. I can't do one or the other.
it's okay. Every time I try to do anything other than Kane's accent, I either go back to Kane or I go to Scottish.
That's fair.
It's okay.
I look over the crumbled figures on the chessboard and someone should say a prayer. And I'll walk towards the door.
The wound from Scald, I assume there's like blood spatter somewhere.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna like pick up a little and try to write on the pillar, insert blood, play chess. Like, it's kind of fading because there's not a lot of blood. I'm like, all right, carefully.
You do so.
You could have said that, and I just walked.
And you're not wrong. The
Puzzles. Ah.
I love it.
It was such a good puzzle.
I like chess.
Was.
The
I
chess is great.
used to be in chess club.
Aw.
Of course you were. Oh my gosh.
And moving that particular night was my usual start if I didn't do a Queen's Gambit.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
I believe it's called the Ready Defense, RETI. Could be wrong, or the Black Mustang Defense. It was one of those two. Either way. Yeah, it's been a while, but I still know too much about chess. But the door before you is another nondescript door, although this one is made out of black iron. You definitely get the sense that it was locked before the chess game went underway.
Okay. Well, then Scald will look around her and then she'll walk to the door and open it.
Hey, Dobbs.
Yeah.
Before Scald opens door, you notice something very faintly scratched into it.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, ah!
It looks like a solar eclipse has been scratched into the door.
Solar eclipse. Is there any other information, like the stars indicated date, maybe I can relate to? Or
I'd
anything
say
like
history check with advantage.
that? Okay. I pull out my little book of all the stars that I've mapped or have had mapped over the past couple centuries.
Mm-hmm.
And roll that. And a 19.
A 19. You would say that this solar eclipse would have been dated to have happened 700 years ago?
Oh,
Wow.
Like each chamber you get into is older than the last, which makes very little sense.
so the design on here was 700 years ago, meaning this chamber we're about to enter is older than this one. So I don't know, maybe something burrowed out of the mountain.
Or there were
Or maybe there was
defenses
something
built
and the mountain was
around
put on
something.
top of it and it just came through.
I put my ear up to the door and try and hear if there's anything inside.
Perception check.
13.
That door is quite thick metal. You don't hear anything.
Yes, as I thought. Utter silence.
That actually does remind me, though.
Uh-oh.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Tibbs looks up at Dave and it's like, so like compared to this place, you're a spring chicken. How's that feel?
I'll be older than it someday.
Oh, then you should come back. Play weird chess again.
I don't think that's how that works.
You know, it's funny that you say that because as you all group around the door, the chessboard does reform behind you.
I didn't mean now. I just gotta.
I guess we're going through, so we don't have to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
We only have so much blood.
It opens into another descending, curving tunnel.
I mean, I'm sure you're good for at least, 10 games, big as you are? Yeah, we'd be fine.
Rather not give any extra blood if I don't have to.
You're not even the one that had to bleed.
It's true. You
Not
know,
this
we
time.
could have looked for a rat or some other small animal and offered its blood.
You haven't noticed anything alive.
I guess we keep going. Is this tunnel also kind of dimly lit, like in a similar fashion?
Not in a similar fashion,
Oh.
but it is lit by glowing blue orbs that are trapped about every 8 feet apart behind the glass walls.
Ooh.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Absolutely. What specifically are you trying to find out about it?
I'm trying to figure out what kind of magic these things are.
Absolutely, go for it.
Is a 27.
Well, okay then.
Wow.
I have a plus 11 to Arcana.
Well, okay then. You would be aware that they appear to be evocation magic.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that because you're a Kenku, and because you rolled that high, you're actually and because you're a bard, because this all plays in together, you're actually able to almost feel the magic in the way that Mr. Tibbs has been able to smell the magic that you're following. And it feels like storms against your feathers.
Ooh. That's a bit interesting, isn't it? They feel like storms.
Is that what she's got you ruffled?
So the orbs are just about 8 feet apart from each other as we go
Yes.
down evenly. They don't seem to be in any pattern that we can discern from any angle that we're at.
No, I definitely wouldn't say there's a pattern. It just seems to be like almost in the same sense that a wall sconce would just be set into a hallway.
Okay.
I have a question.
Absolutely.
And this may seem weird. Does it seem like this black glass has overtaken, like gone over top of essentially another wall? Like
I am so glad you asked
like,
because
Mr.
yes.
Tibbs is licking
So
the wall
smart.
and like looking at it, like peering.
Yes. Yes. You see the remnants of old architecture almost just there. Like this place had been something other than a tunnel before. Almost like you're in a hallway that's passing through a much larger room.
Faith is watching Mr. Tibbs lick the wall and is wondering, are you learning from that? And I will follow suit and I will also lick the wall.
Oh my
Tastes
god.
like desecration. Ugh.
Tastes like desecration. Doesn't taste great.
And tickles. That part's okay.
I'm not learning from this.
It's like a wild magic barbarian thing. I don't know that you get it.
No, I do not.
Skuld will, in watching all of this, Skuld will look side to side and very gently peck the wall.
There is a resounding
Ooh.
bell-like sound that rings
Ah!
through the entire hallway.
I didn't do it.
You found the doorbell.
You very, very clearly did do it. And immediately,
For once, it wasn't
You
me.
begin to hear sounds from in front of you.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, buttons.
Snarling noises, slow and echoing, and then
I-
louder.
Raise my hands, and from my palm, I conjure a flaming green greatsword.
Good decision.
Yeah. it's
Mind
time.
you, this hallway that you're in is big enough for all four of you to stand abreast.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
lovely.
it's not cramped. But it's only moments later, and then skulking from the dimmer lights in front of you, you see this strange shape. It's canine. You're sure it's canine, but everything about this creature screams unnatural and wrong to you. It has 3 mouths, but 1 head, and each mouth goes back down to its neck. It has 4 eyes. It is entirely black coated, but there are almost pulsing veins of multicolored magical energy along its coat, and it has 6 legs, each one just moving forward in a pace similar to a prowling wolf. And those eyes lock upon you as the creature moves forward, each set of mouths bearing its teeth. And from behind it, another 2 appear. They're not very large, perhaps just the same size as Mr. Tibbs or Dobbs, the goblin and the gnome, but they radiate a menace that is entirely unique, and none of you has ever seen nor heard of a creature anything like this. And everyone roll initiative.
Yeah.
Again,
Uh-huh.
Abominations. Oh,
ooh,
22.
okay,
8.
okay.
5.
5, you said?
Yep.
Ouch. And Mr. Tibbs?
Is it 15?
15.
Yep.
So unfortunately, they rolled a 23.
Ah!
So the Chaos Hounds move first.
Oh, good.
All right. One of them is going to immediately, seeing Dane as the largest and the most present threat, is going to lunge for him. Daith. Did I say Dane or Daith? It's Daith. All right. So does an 18 hit?
Yeah. Goes
That's
to the attacker, doesn't it? It ties. Yeah, it goes to the attacker.
Yep. That's unfortunate for you. So, ouch. Ouch. So that is going to be 16 points of lightning damage as one of the creatures lunges forward and sinks its teeth into your arm. The lightning crackles around it in a massive pulse and then burns through you. And then the next one is going to do a charge attack at Mr. Tibbs.
All right.
Yeah.
Before that attack happens, I am going to
Yes.
use one of my cosmic omens,
Okay.
which I rolled earlier for the woe effect. So I roll a d6, and it has to subtract that number from its attack roll.
Absolutely. Okie dokie.
But I rolled a 1, so it has to subtract 1 from whatever its attack roll is.
Okay.
Rip.
Well, you made it not a dirty 20. But it
Oh,
that still means it's a 19.
Ouch.
Mr. Tibbs is a 19 hit.
I assume I kind of always have my shield out because I'm
Yes.
small. Yeah.
I'm
so
not gonna
no, a
say.
19 does not hit.
Wonderful. So the second
Nice.
Chaos Hound lunges for you, and this one is not pulsing with electricity. This one has flames bellowing out of its mouth, but it collides with your shield and you're able to brace yourself just enough. And the third one is going to go for Scald. That's a nat 20.
Ow.
No.
Yeah,
Boo.
that's not great for you.
Boo.
I'm very sorry. I love you. I promise.
I know.
Ouch. So that's gonna be 24 points of
Ow.
poison damage as its jaws begin to drip with a viscous black material. It sinks its teeth into your arm and you can just feel the pain ripping through you, and I will need a constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Ow. Okay, well that's a 19, so
You are not poisoned,
yay.
and it is now your turn.
Okay. I am going to... I don't like this thing.
Most
gonna
people
cast-
don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Crown of Madness on it. I need a wisdom save of 15.
No. That's it rolled a 4. There's not a
Four?
chance. Yeah, no.
Oh, wait, no. I can't do that.
No?
No, it's humanoids.
Ah. Unfortunate.
Boo.
Aw.
You can do something different because Scald would have known it wouldn't work on a non-humanoid.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, let's cast Shatter.
Okay.
So that is sweet. That is a 22 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Okay. 3d8. 8. 1. 2 is 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, and that's each creature within a 10-foot radius sphere. So if the other ones are within that, they need to do the same.
Okay. Nope. Nope. So they all take minus 11 then?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
And that is thunder damage.
Yep. They do take that. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we fall to Mr. Tibbs.
All right. So the 3 dogs have each taken a target, but we're kind of all. Are we all in a line or did we stagger? Like, is there one behind me at Scald or is Scald up beside me?
I think Skuld would have been further back. She's kind of squishy.
Okay. But there is one right at my shield. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn like to be sideways and be like, oh no, puppy, come here. Come to Mr. Tibbs. And I'm gonna rage. And
Nice.
see what wild magic happens right now.
Do I roll it or do you?
If you want to roll it, you can. Or I
Okie
can.
dokie, okie dokie, okie
Tell me what the number is.
dokie.
There, keep it square.
That is a 5.
Oh, cool. Whenever a creature hits me with an attack before my rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage in retribution.
Nice.
Yeah. So I am going to turn and sort of thrust my longsword of wounding at the one that's attacking Skuld to get its
Okay.
attention.
Go for it.
Okay.
I would say you would have flanking advantage on this one.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Come on, longsword. Well, okay. 15 to hit.
Ooh, that's a miss.
That's a miss.
Oh.
All right. That's okay. And then I'm gonna spin to address the one in front of me and do my second attack.
Okay.
Let me see if I can hit anybody. 19.
That definitely hits.
Okay. Awesome. So the dog will take. Where did I had a D8 2 seconds. There it is. Take 1d8 plus 6. So that is 7 magical slashing damage. And then if it could make me a constitution saving throw, please.
Yep. What have I got to beat? No,
Yep.
there's yeah, no. It rolled real bad. No.
Oh, okay. I have wounded this one.
Okay.
So at the start of its turn, it takes 1d4 necrotic damage each time I have wounded it.
Okay, remind me to do that. on its turn. Actually, I'm just going to roll now to do that so I don't forget.
Okay.
Ouchie.
Yeah.
Minus another 2.
And I think yeah, at the end of every turn, I think you can do it, try to save again.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah, actually no, I don't think they get to save every turn. They get to save every time I do it again. So if I stack it
Gotcha.
up, they can do it. Okay, yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, good to know. Thank you very much. So that brings us to Daith.
I am going to use, you said cantrips are a bonus action?
Cantrips are a bonus action.
I'm going to use a cantrip, Green Flame Blade,
Mhm.
which basically gives me kind of an arcing flame effect on my attacks.
Cool.
But I'm going to go ahead and cast a spell, and I'm going to cast it at 2nd level, and it's going to be command.
Okay.
So I'm going to command both the lightning and the poison ones,
Okay.
and the command I'm giving them is flee.
Okay. So what do I have to beat?
They must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
They are not wise. Oh, but this one rolled an 18. So the lightning one saves. Let's see if the poison one does. Also rolled an 18. Sorry.
Wah,
I'm very
wah.
sorry. I'm very sorry.
Run.
Both of them look at you with one of their sets of eyes, and one of their mouths on each set just draws back into a grin. But that is that your turn?
That is going to be my turn.
Alrighty, Dobbs.
All right. Can I tell like how hurt Scald is? Is this like a big chunk or
Yeah, she's bleeding a bit.
you're bleeding a bit? Okay. I'm gonna go over to you then and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Aw.
And that is a total of 15 hit points back.
Nice.
you.
Wow.
And that puts me right behind Scald, basically,
Okay.
in positions.
Okay.
Thank
Is that
you,
the end of your turn?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Alrighty. You sure? Cantrips are bonus actions. You can do more if you want.
Oh, you allow cantrip casting too. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Cantrips are bonus actions. You can do them at the same time as spells. It lets me
Right.
beef up my enemies more, and it lets me have a little more fun.
All right. Well, let's hit the one near Scaldin with poison spray. Or
Alrighty.
attempt to, anyway.
for
Let's see here. Okay, you have to succeed on a Constitution saving throw of 17.
All right. Real quick, I need to just roll to see if it remains a poison chaos hound.
I think he
They
does.
change.
I don't think he gets to resist until I hit him again.
No, if,
Oh, sorry.
if it remains a chaos hound of poison.
Ooh, oh my god.
It does not, which means it does not get resistance against this at any point. So what was the
Nice.
constitution it had to beat?
17.
No.
All right. So it will take.
They're not rolling well on their saves. Not at all.
It'll take 14 points of damage. Poison.
Ouch. The poison spray lands on the coat of the creature, whose mouth has changed glows entirely and is now putting off an aura of cold. But the spray does its job, and those eyes immediately flicker to Dobbs and narrow.
Mm.
And now it is their turn again. So the first one, which is the cold one, is going to attempt to bite harder on the first one was the one that attacked Daith, and that one was lightning. Does it remain lightning? It does. Ouch, that is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
They're rolling so well to hit and then so poorly on every save. So that is going to be 10 points of lightning damage to you.
Ow.
And that is that one's turn. Next is the one that Tibbs wounded. I had already rolled for the wound, so it took a -2 from that. And that one has also shifted. Its damage is now, that one shifted to lightning. Okay, then.
Okay.
Does a, I'm gonna say, does a 20, a dirty 20, not natural 20, does a dirty 20 hit you?
No.
That's unfortunate. It just crunches harder on your shield. It's trying really hard. It's not having a good time of it. Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then the one that had been attacking Scald and is now emanating an aura of cold is going to actually
Right,
release
I'm going to
Scald.
use, if it's about to attack, whichever one of us it's about to attack, I still have use of my woe ability because
Absolutely.
it takes a reaction, new round, new reaction. So I'm
Yep.
going to subtract from it. So subtract 3 from its attack roll, whoever
Okay,
it decides to attack.
You got it. Yeah, that's so Dobbs, I'm gonna say an 11 doesn't hit you.
Nope.
Yeah, this hound does not manage to hit anyone.
Oh, yay.
Boo-hoo. Anyway, that will end the hound's turn, so it will go back to Scald.
Okay. She is going to do a little bit of bonus action and cast Vicious Mockery
Okay,
at the one in front of her.
okay.
And that is a 17 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. 2, 4, 4 psychic damage.
Four
And
psychic
it
damage.
has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Your pen, please work. You work when you type right up there, and then you don't work when you're right down here. There we go. Okay, so that is what happens.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast Shatter
Okay.
let's see. I'm going to cast that at 4th level.
Okay.
So that needs to make a con save of 15.
Okay. Wow, these saving throw rolls. No, not even close.
Okay. Roll that on here because that's a lot of d8s. Ooh. That is 24. Whatever shatter damage is.
I believe it was thunder.
Yes.
Ouch. That chaos doggy looks hurt. Is that on your turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so that will bring us to Mr. Tibbs.
Okay. Hear the yelping behind me. I'm like, oh, that's a
Yes.
good sign. Like, excuse me, sir or madam. And I'm going to bonus action disengage from the one in front of me and turn around to go after the one by Skull
Okay.
and go after it twice with the longsword.
Okay.
Yeah, be right with you. And like,
I would die for Mr. Tibbs.
it's a 24 to hit it.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, great. So that is sorry, I'm like crying. 10 magical slashing damage, and I need a DC 15 con saving roll, or else I wound the puppy.
These saving throw rolls, man. No.
No? Okay.
No.
All right. Okay, one more hit coming in. Okay. Wow. How do I math here?
Oh, you
21.
would still have flanking advantage on this one.
Okay. 21 on the second hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So that becomes 12.
How would
Magical
you like to
slashing.
kill the first Chaos Hound?
Oh, yay.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. I think I'm fighting and it's facing the other way.
Yes.
And so I want to, the first hit kind of puts it in the hind quarter to spin it. And like as it spins to like look at me with all those eyes, just like
Mhm.
lop the head off.
All right, easily done. Your weapon swings in a graceful arc, and the Chaos Hound just falls to the ground, bleeding a strange multicolored blood that looks incredibly unsettling. Funny, they weren't bleeding from any of the hits before, but now that you've done a killing blow, it is. All right. Is that the end of your turn, Mr. Tibbs?
Yeah, I'll look at Skull and be like, you all right?
I'm all right.
Cool, madam. And I like walk to the other one again. Just to walk back.
I love this character. Okay, that brings us to Dave.
Well, I suppose we'll try the direct approach. And I'm going to attack with my greatsword.
Go for it.
Nat 20
Nice.
Nice.
for a 27.
Ouch.
Yes.
All right.
This hurts me.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, plus a d8 for my green flame blade. All right, 20 slashing damage and 3 fire damage.
This hurts the puppy.
Yay! And just to add insult to injury. Oh, also, it's the green flame blade is going to arc to the other one and deal 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Hmm.
1 plus 3, so 4 fire damage.
Okay, good to know.
And then, as the bonus action, let's go ahead and fire off an Eldritch Blast into the face of the one I'm currently fighting.
Go for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus 7 to hit. That is a 15.
Miss.
Okay.
The hound just manages to just twist out of the way in a method that just doesn't even look like it has bones.
Ugh. Yikes.
I love these things. Anyways, is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
All right, that brings us to Dobbs.
Okay, so on the one that's being just pummeled, I am going to take out a small glass disc with constellations on it
Mhm.
and hang it out and point to some, unlocking a guiding bolt. This is a star map feature of the class.
All right.
And so I'll make a spell attack on it as soon as I can do the spell again. I roll does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit, yes.
Awesome. All right, it'll take 12 damage.
Okay.
And the next attack roll made against it before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Okay. And anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
Oh, right. Cantrip. I'll try to poison spray this one too. Why not?
Alrighty.
So, Constitution saving throw.
Wow, finally one of you does well. Nat 20.
All right. Yep, nothing happens because it's cantrip, so.
I think that's like the first save I've passed.
Yeah.
You passed my command saves earlier.
That's right. Yay. All right, that does bring us back to the Chaos Hound's turn, and they are going to roll to see if they flip damage. All right, the one currently attacking Dave switches to fire damage.
Oh, delightful.
Its teeth erupt in flame as it attempts to bite you. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Oh,
Dave is having a bad time.
Dave is having a hard time. I'm sorry. If it helps, it did not roll great on damage.
Well, that's a plus.
It's gonna be 9 points of fire damage.
Ow.
Considering that's 3d6 plus something, that's like not great.
True.
You know,
Still.
1d6 per mouth. Anyway, that will end its turn, and the other one is going to switch to. Please come back, dice. Thank you very much. Is going to switch to psychic damage.
Ooh, oh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, 22 to hit Mr. Tibbs.
That hits.
Oh no.
First time Mr. Tibbs has taken a hit, I think.
It is.
So that is going to be 12 points of psychic damage to you as this one
Ah.
finally manages to get past your shield and lock its teeth into your wrist.
Rude, and I'm gonna like wild magic retaliate at it.
Yes.
So it does. I think it's actually called unstable backlash.
Yes.
So I roll. Do you want to roll on the wild magic table again, or do you want me to?
You do it.
Okie dokie.
We can alternate.
Sounds good. Well, this would have been handy a minute ago. I rolled a 6, so I am surrounded by multicolored protective lights. I gain a +1 bonus to AC, and anyone within 10 feet of me also gets, any allies, that is, also get that bonus. So +1 AC.
I think that's pretty much
Yay.
everyone with how you're in this corridor.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
I look
Alright.
at the lights. I'm like, little late, fellas. Thanks.
All right. That will end the hound's turn, and we return to Skuld. So there's just the
Okay.
hound attacking Mr. Tibbs and the hound attacking Daith.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh, let's see. Bonus action. I'm going to do Vicious Mockery against the one attacking Mr. Tibbs.
Okay.
So that is a Wisdom save of 15.
Yep. Yeah. No.
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 Okay.
Rolled a 6.
That's fair.
Yeah, I guess so.
I remember the next attack roll on it gets advantage, so after my turn, if that
Yeah.
meant anything to anyone so far. So
I don't think
Okay.
it will yet because this is a saving throw, but
Yeah. But
next one who tries to hit it physically.
Yeah.
Hey.
So that is 4 damage from the
Oh.
Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. Oh, let's see. You know, I'm just gonna use a nice high level thing, and I'm gonna cast Shatter at 5th level.
Okay.
So that is a con save of 15.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
Finally. That's a 17.
Ooh.
And I'm pretty sure you get the other one in that too. So that was a 19. Really? Now you guys do well?
Well, they take half on saves, so
Yep.
let's see what they get. Come on. Okay, so half of 33 would be. I can't math.
16, I think, right? You round
Yeah.
down.
16.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be 16. Ouchie.
So they both take 16 damage.
Okay. The one that was attacking Mr. Tibbs shatters,
Yes.
and it just cracks like glass and then falls to the ground, also bleeding that strange multicolored liquid. So that just leaves the one attacking Mr. Tibbs.
Skuld will laugh like a crow.
That's fair. That will bring us to Mr. Tibbs.
Mr. Tibbs. So the one that's left is on me or it's on Date?
Oh God, what did I just say?
I thought you said the one in front of Tibbs collapsed, but then the one at Mr. Tibbs was still alive. And I'm like, I don't know which one it is.
My brain apparently isn't working. The one in front of Mr. Tibbs is the one that just shattered. The one that's attacking Daith has unfortunately taken a little less damage.
Okay, but that's the one that's glowing?
The one that shattered is glowing, and the one that's dead before is bleeding the same glowing liquid.
No, sorry. I mean, Dobbs hit the one.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Awesome. Well, that solves that
Okay.
problem. I just march over, kind of dragging my longsword on the ground. Like, I see you're glowing. I'm glowing, but yours doesn't do what mine does. And I'm gonna hit it.
My goodness.
Kind of like look at Dobbs like, and let's hit this thing. Unnatural 20! Yay!
Yes.
Nice.
Yay! I'm so excited.
I'm happy for you, even if you are killing my pets.
Yeah, sorry. And with my barbarian thing, I get like a savage critical, I think. So, yeah, hold on here. I gotta check it out. Brutal critical. So I roll 1 additional weapon die for extra damage.
Nice.
Never had that before. So it takes 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 1 is 14, plus 6 is 20. Takes 20 magical slashing damage. And then if it's alive, it needs to make that con save. It's not alive though.
No.
No.
No. How would
No.
you like to finish it?
I think it's gonna take like a big swipe and just like take out 3 legs on one side and make it like lop over. I'm like, huh.
It does so, collapsing with a pained grunt, and then the light in all of those eyes just fades as that multicolored liquid
Oh.
spills onto the ground.
Good night, sweet prince. And I want to like touch the blood.
You touch the blood?
Yeah.
Cool. Constitution
I'm-
saving throw.
Okay.
I'm glad she's doing that because I was going to.
It's 18 plus 10, so 28.
You're fine. You're
Oh.
fine. Nothing
Don't.
happens to you.
It's pretty,
Don't
It's
lick
very
it.
pretty.
but I want.
Don't lick it.
Wipe it off instead.
Scald is gonna take like a small vial and just scoop up some.
Easily done. And you are left alone in the hallway with the corpses of the 3 strange creatures that none of you have ever seen before.
Hmm. So
Well.
that was fun.
That was a thing.
Let's keep going. Maybe these were dogs. And it's like,
I
Don't
certainly
think
hope
they're
not.
edible.
don't know that they're not edible.
I don't really want to find out.
I dragged the one behind me. Just in case.
Okay. Okay.
Oh gods.
You come into a room that you assume was some sort of a kennel. It does have 3 cages, though they were all open, and it seems as though they were left open on purpose for these 3 guard creatures. There are no other creatures in the room, and there's nothing of notice. There's no names, no constellations, no carvings. It's just the cages and bowls of some sort of food for them, and then bowls of some sort of water. No, that's not water. That's blood.
Oh.
Ah.
Unfortunate.
Divine
Well,
sense
that's-
again.
Desecrated.
Ugh. This place is quite. Ugh. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
I agree.
And there is another door leading beyond.
Scald will go and open it.
Another tunnel, this one lit red, with the same orbs that have the same storm sense of before, but just red.
I'm beginning to think that maybe we shouldn't be here.
Yeah, but we need the bone cup. Chalice? Cup?
Alice,
Glass.
yeah.
Chalice.
Is it worth it though?
It's a job. I don't get paid if I don't bring back the stupid cup.
I feel like there's better jobs, but all right.
You go down the tunnel, and you go down, and you go down the smooth glass hallways, and it's cold down here, each echoing step ringing in your ears like something much louder, until you come to another room. This room is massive. It's hundreds of feet across, perfectly circular. You come out at one end, and there are alcoves carved every few feet, and each one seems to hold a glass case with some sort of an artifact in each one. You see a broken sword carved from red crystal. You see a metal gauntlet that is made to look like the hand of a minotaur. You see a helm that sports what looks like a genuine unicorn horn in another one, and on and on and on. And at the very end of the hall, you see a figure cloaked all in black, hunched over another glass case. They turn just slightly to you. You cannot see their face, you cannot see their features or anything about them. The cloak is so enshrouding. But in the glass case they are standing in front of, you see a strange bone chalice with red gems all around the bowl portion. This black glass room almost seems to hum constantly with a strange energy, and the individual who turns to face you laughs. I was wondering if anyone would arrive here, and it
Well, we did.
seems that we have been trapped.
The master sent us to grab that from you.
Keep the bits good.
That is funny, seeing as I am the master of this place.
Ah,
You sent
Yes,
that
of
to grab
course,
it for
yeah.
you. You sent us to grab that for you.
Truly an excellent lie at the start, with the echoes of what once was, but not this far in, and not pulling around one of the bodies of my guard dogs.
Not very
Hey.
well trained.
Chaos
Huh.
chaos
Sorry.
hounds are expensive to make.
Yeah, this one was real sick. I had to put
jeez.
him down and I like pat the side of him.
Such a pity.
I think he'll walk it off.
Do you? Perhaps he will. And he raises one very thin, dark hand and snaps his fingers. And the Chaos Hound twitches. And
Yep,
then
see, told you.
3 shadow legs sprout from the ones that were cut off. And the creature pulls itself out of Mr. Tibbs' grasp and stands up. Look at that. You were correct.
I was. Indeed. I knew it all along.
What have I said about saying things? Don't say things! And I point at the dog.
The dog smiles with all 3 mouths at you.
Oh, hey.
Good.
And the figure twists their hands again, and the dog grows and grows until it's roughly the size of a horse.
I'm going to cast a spell.
What spell would you like to cast?
I'm going to try command again against the figure, and my command is going to be freeze.
What's the save?
DC 15 wisdom save.
DC 15 wisdom save. And what level are you casting this at?
2nd level.
Bonus action counter spell.
Ow!
Or reaction counter spell, I should say.
Womp womp.
Ooh.
They just raised their hand, and you felt the magic pooling in your throat. You were ready, and it's almost as if your tongue has been grabbed by the figure, who smiles at you and goes, I think actually this is a rather good announcement to the world that I am back. So I shall leave you to play with my pet. And should you survive the event, of course, you can have the chalice and anything in the room. But do remember to tell the Grey Guard that sorry, lost my words for a second. Sorry, wow, seriously lost my words. That the Lord of Calculla has returned to the game. And in a twist of dark magic that shifts and shakes the room around you, for a moment, everything seems to alter and fragment in your vision. And when it returns, the figure is gone. And the only thing left in the room is the artifact, you, and the massive snarling chaos sound.
Oh,
And that would be time to roll initiative.
All
Okay.
right.
He had to walk it off.
You just had to say something, didn't you?
Ooh.
Yeah.
It worked on the guards at the door.
22.
11.
I got a natural 20 for 23.
17.
And dogs. 17, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so Tibbs, you are up first.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. I'm small, so
are
I'm just gonna
small.
walk under its feet and just start stabbing at its belly. Be like, you get down here and fight Mr. Tibbs fair and square, and I just stab.
Okay.
Oh, and I bonus action to rage. So
Okay.
if you want to roll.
Okay. That is a 7.
Ooh, okay, we're getting new ones. So flowers and vines temporarily grow around me. I look very pretty. The ground within 15 feet of me is difficult terrain for only my enemies.
Nice.
So everybody
Nicely done.
scatter. All right, let's do this. Okay, 18 plus 7, so 25 to hit him.
Hits.
Okay. So he takes 13 magical slashing, and he needs a Constitution saving throw, please. 15.
Okay. What did it have to be?
15.
18.
That's okay. Because my second strike is a natural 20.
Nice. Go for it.
Yay! Mr. Tibbs.
I completely forgot about making an extra attack.
It's easy
Oops.
to do.
It's okay. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, so 8 plus 7 is 15 plus 3 is 18 plus 3 again is 21 plus another die. 25 magical slashing damage on the second attack.
Okay.
Dang.
You do so.
And then I'll kind of just like zip out from the other side of him so that he
You
doesn't just like belly on me.
Do you remain in melee or do you get out of melee?
No, I'll stay in melee.
Okay. Does not take a attack of opportunity at you then.
Okay.
And that will bring us to Scald.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action Vicious Mockery.
Mhm.
So that is a Wisdom 15.
Wow, this one is doing much better than its fellows. That is an 18.
Boo.
Oh,
Okay.
Well,
In which
better than it
case-
did in its previous life.
Okay. In which case I will. Oh, let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. This needs to make a Wisdom save of 15 again.
Okay. This one's doing a lot better. 17.
Damn.
For having a negative modifier, that's not bad.
So much for that.
So nothing happens.
Okay. Nope.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. This thing is within melee of all of you, I would say, since Mr. Tibbs was dragging it. Does anyone want to move out of melee? Well, you right now, because it's your turn right now. Or are you gonna stay?
Yeah, I'm going to Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna back up like 50 feet
Okay.
or as much as I can, like get against a wall.
You cannot reach any of the walls. The room is too big, but it does not take an attack of opportunity at you.
Interesting.
And now it is going to require a wisdom save from all of you as it lifts its head and howls.
Is this a magic effect?
It is a magic effect.
Okay.
27.
27 is a save.
Dirty 20.
Save.
23.
Save.
Oh, you all did super awesome. I got an 8.
So everyone but Mr. Tibbs is going to take half damage from the Chaos Howl. And that's the type of damage it will do. 8, 10, 16. Ouch. That is going to be 25 points of thunder damage from the Chaos Howl.
Okie doke.
Ow.
And then
Is
So half of 25 for the rest of us.
half of 25
Yeah.
for the rest of you. So that is going to be
13, I believe.
13, yes.
13. Okay.
ouch.
And
Yes.
what type of damage is this?
That is thunder.
Thunder. Okay.
Oh, that's like an attack.
It is an attack, yes.
I feel attacked.
And then it is going to lunge and attempt to bite Scold.
But I wild magic on it though, for good measure.
Oh wait, no, that's right. Scold moved away.
Yeah.
Going to lunge and try to bite Daith.
Oh, crap.
Okay.
Daith is right there.
Uh,
Dirty 20.
yeah, that'll hit.
Had a feeling. Lucky for you, it rolled really bad. So that is going to be 9 points of piercing damage because it also rolled only piercing damage for this bite.
Ow.
Where was that last time?
All right, then.
And it will stay where it is. It does not move. So that will bring us to Dobbs's turn.
Before you go too far, I did a wild magic because it bit me. Or it hit me.
Yes, it did.
Sorry, Dobbs.
No.
It's not. I rolled a 1, which
Mhm.
means shadow tendrils lash out at it to do 1d12 necrotic damage. I also
Okay.
gain 1d12 temporary hit points, which is helpful because he hit me. So I don't know how he feels about it, but it's 5 necrotic.
Yeah, unfortunately, this thing is kind of undead.
You are a pain in my butt, pup. And but I think I still get the temporary points.
You do still get the temporary points. Yeah.
Okay.
It's undead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Undead.
Dobbs.
All right.
Is that Bela Lugosi?
I'm going to back up 20 feet.
All right. It does not take an attack of opportunity at you.
Interesting.
Mhm.
I am going to use my wild shape to activate starry form.
Yes.
So my body becomes sort of the black void of space, and within it, stars light up, forming an archer. And as my bonus action that I can now take, I pull a bow, an arrow, and I attempt to shoot it
Mhm.
with this arrow. And I rolled a natural 20.
Absolutely nice. Way to go.
Yes.
I love when my players do well.
So, already knows to roll crit damage. Okay, good job. All right. So, an arrow goes into it for 27 points of radiant damage.
Ow!
Nice.
It's undead.
Oh, radiant. You're like,
Oh.
I like undead.
yeah, look at that.
Darn. It's looking rough.
And that's my turn.
Rough.
Yeah, rough.
Nice.
Gilding Light said punny. I'm not a punny person. This is the best I got. I tried. All right. Is that on your turn, Dobbs?
Yep.
Alrighty. That brings us to Daith.
All right. Daith's eyes are gonna roll over black, and he's gonna hold his hand out to the creature and administer a Hexblade's Curse.
Nice.
So that will increase my damage on it, and I crit on a 19 or 20, and I gain hit points back if it dies. Now it's about to get gross, because I'm gonna swing with my greatsword, and I'm also gonna use a Divine Smite with a 2nd level spell. And since it's undead, it'll take additional damage. So, and I get 2 attacks with that. Nat 20.
Wow.
Okay.
Hello, Paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be gross. I don't have
I
enough
love
dice
it.
for this. Okay. So
I have enough dice for this.
Oh, please. Rolling me now.
12, 14, 15, 16, 19 slashing damage plus 4 from the Hexblade's Curse.
Mm-hmm.
And using the Divine Smite will be, where is that? 3d8 extra radiant damage plus an additional d8 if it's undead. And if it's a crit, I don't know if Divine Smite gets doubled on a crit or not.
I believe it does.
Oh God!
All your damage die.
That's
Yep, all damage dice.
that's 8d8. 6, 11, 13, 15, 23, 28, 35, 41 radiant damage. So that's attack number 1 for me.
Oh God.
Is that already doubled, or did you?
That is doubled, yes.
Okay, and then it has to be doubled again because it's vulnerable.
So that's 90?
I believe that's 82 points of radiant damage. You said 41, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the blue dragon all over again.
Attack number 2.
Okay.
That is an 18 to hit.
Miss.
Okay.
I mean, it did just get. Whoa.
Oh my god. This hurts me so much.
I mean, it would have been even sadder if I'd hit on that second one, because it would have done the same thing again.
Yeah, that would have been
Yeah.
bad for me. That would have been real bad for me. Anyway, Tibbs.
Just like this head pokes around the body like big eyes. Like, you could do that the whole time.
I've been trying. I thought I'd go with the more diplomatic solutions.
If you just opened with that, I could have been at my bar. Gracie O'Malley's having a great time, but no. And then we'll just all
You've
hack
got
it.
a bar.
Well, yeah. And then just focus on, be like, hold on, and then I'll attack the thing.
Go for it. And I'm pretty sure you have advantage because I'm pretty sure you and Daith are at opposite ends of it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. That is a 19 plus 7 at 26 to hit it.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. It's okay. It's just 1d8, you know.
What is my life?
It's 12 on the first hit there. Plus the
Okay.
Constitution saving throw. Oh, it's still wounded, right? From my first hit.
Did this one save against it?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
wait, it did save, right?
This one did save
it's
against
a big
it.
boy. Yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
This
but
one was
it did
doing
save
okay on
against
its saves. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
save again.
it.
Please, Cods. Last more than one round. I'm begging you. Okay, 19.
I'm stubborn. All right. Go after it again. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that
Oh.
hits.
That's good. That's all right. We'll take that. Oh, it's 8 total slashing.
8 total slashing. Okie
Yeah.
dokie. You know, he's hanging on there.
I'm helping, you know.
No, you're definitely helping. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's all right, guys. I think he's gonna walk it off.
Totally.
Mhm.
Does that end your turn?
that does end my turn. Oh wait, hold
Okay.
on. Is Dobbs near me?
I'm
Dubs?
about 20 feet back from the creature, so
Oh,
I could fire the
okay.
arrow.
Okay. Then I will just, as an action, like touch myself. Be like, okay, listen, we gotta show up that paladin guy. He did real good. And I'm gonna bolster magic on myself. So for the next 10 minutes, I can roll a d3 on an attack roll or ability check and add that to my d20.
Cool.
I'm just kind of like a
cool.
little pep talk in the corner. Be like, we can do it too.
That's so cute. Oh, okay. Skulls.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm going to give bardic inspiration to Dave.
Okay.
It's a good call. Yeah.
And then I'm going to You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Shatter. Con save 15.
Why are you the only one that rolls well on your saves? That's a 19.
Okay. So they're going to take half as much damage. Let's see how much damage they're gonna take.
Not looking good for me.
Oh.
So that is 16 thunder damage.
That's halved.
Yeah. Yeah, 32 was what I rolled.
Living on a prayer.
Whoa.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, it's gonna chaos howl again. I need another save from all of you guys.
Darn it.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
Okay.
That
18
is
for me.
a 19
Fail.
for me.
Pass.
Oh.
27.
Pass.
I totally made it, guys. This time for sure. It's an 8.
Oh my god.
No. And this time we are back to psychic damage.
Dang it. Why can't you just bite me like a normal dog?
It's howling. It's not biting anyway.
I want it to bite me.
Scald mimics the howl.
Oh.
It is a horrifying sound. You know,
It's not great.
3 mouths, none of them quite right. It's just not a good sound.
All off key.
Wow,
mean, she-
you finally roll good damage. Now, on your last legs. So those of you who saved are going to take 20 points of psychic damage.
I take 40.
Yep, those of you who
Ow.
didn't take 40.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm in double digits and I don't appreciate it.
Oh.
And then it was
I have this many.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, I-
that's unfortunate because it's gonna try and bite you now.
Oh, hold on now,
Oh.
because it hurt me again, so I'm wild magicking on it. Could you please roll a d8 for me, Mrs. DM?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
I'm also
This
going to use
could
my
end
Cosmic Omen on it.
Oh.
This could end real bad for me.
Oh my
This-
god. This dog.
Could end
That's a-
really bad for me too.
This is it rolled a 2. What does that do to me?
Ah. Well, I
Oh.
teleport up to 30 feet.
hang on. Hang on. Dave, you have bardic inspiration.
I do.
So can he re-roll that?
It's in bardic inspiration that you add to your save.
Is it a D4 to the save or
Oh
D6?
yeah, 1d10.
Roll your
1D10?
D-
Oh, jeez.
As long as you don't, no matter what you roll, you're gonna,
Yeah, I got.
Unless you- yeah. So you can now take half instead of the full
Yay.
40.
Yay!
Now you have 24 hit points.
And Dobbs, what were you gonna do?
So
Cosmic
it-
Omen, so it takes 3 away from your next attack roll. Take away 3
Okay.
from your attack roll.
Okay.
Okay.
It's still a 22.
Wow.
Oh,
Does that hit, Dave?
yeah. That
Yay.
hits.
Oh.
Let me have this. You're about to kill it.
talking about me.
But you're
It's
about to kill
okay.
him.
It's okay. I'm
Oh,
still a
he
half
could-
orc.
He could come back. He's a half orc. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
Also, we all still have like 2 greater healing potions in our
Oh, yeah.
bags. So,
Yeah, y'all
yeah.
seem to forgot that. Anyway,
Whoops.
so this time it's doing necrotic damage against you.
Yeah. Ow.
For 20 points of necrotic.
Oh, I have this many again.
Yep. But that is unfortunately its turn, which means it does bring us to Dobbs.
All right. Well, starry form lasts for 10 minutes, so I'm going to use my bonus action to try to hit it with a radiant arrow again.
Yep.
How's a 27?
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that hits. Okay.
You don't have to roll.
Oh, because that's 14 damage.
Aw.
Yeah, no, it had like 5 hit points left. When I said living by a prayer, I meant it.
Oh,
How would you? Your arrow tears into it and just rips the hound asunder. There's nothing left. Nothing but that ghostly howl of rage and agony as it is destroyed and then just dust.
As the arrows goes through, I single to Tibbs to try to make a sword hit at it to make it look like you made an epic blow to it.
Well, because yeah, my wild magic surge was to teleport me 30 feet, so I teleport like above it and like stab the sword down in it at the end. I'm like, yeah. Just fall down into it.
You do so. It's incredibly epic looking. You look incredible.
Stars.
And in a moment, for a moment, the entire room is lit in every one of Dobbs's favorite constellations as
Aw.
the creature is destroyed.
Aw.
And then you are left with just you and the artifacts and your wounds. And that is the end of the one shot.
Oh, wow.
Yay!
Yay!
Blue dragon all over again.
You made me really happy when you told me it was undead.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not mad, dude. I'm not mad at you. That was epic. You did great.
That
You
was
were awesome.
fantastic.
You were all fantastic. I'm so happy that you got to play. I really hope you had a good time.
Oh, I did.
Yes.
That was
Had
wonderful.
a lot of fun.
This was
Oh,
an
God.
awesome one shot. And honestly, I would love to play more of this.
Any of you are all always welcome at my table.
Aw.
Yay.
Hey.
Yay.
All right.
That is the end of our dip into the world of Airso for today.
Awesome.
Yay.
Right.
So thank you for that.
You collect the artifact, and you each get 500 gold pieces from the Grey Guard.
Nice.
Finally, those two guardians are not there when you leave as well, and the name Nile Kalkala spreads very quickly. And that's it.
Yay.
Yay.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you so much, Vira. That was
loved it.
great. Loved it. And thank you all for watching. We're going to do our outros and have some ending announcements. So, I'll go. I'm DC. Yay! You can find me Twitch, Twitter, Instagram under DC Lasair. That's DC LASAIR. I will be playing Scarlet Nexus tomorrow on my Twitch channel at 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Yay! Also, I'm like 5 people away from 500 followers on Twitter. So if you want to, click that button, I'd appreciate it. Because 500 is a neat number. That's it. The only reason, really. All right, and let's go to Crystal.
Hello, people. My name is Crystal Fear. You can find me at Crystal_Fear on Twitter and at Crystal Fear pretty much everywhere else. I am pretty much just here. Though you can find me in the chat on twitch.tv/the Empath Theater when the new campaign goes up on July 13th. They are doing a, I think, pirate themed thing, and it's going to be awesome. So you should come hang out with us.
All right, let's go to Lori.
Awesome. Hey everybody, my name is Lori, aka Calamity Jane. You can find me on Twitter at Calamity_JAYN or on the Gilding Lane Discord, same name, Calamity Jane, or the D&D Beyond Discord, Calamity Jane. Thanks for being with us.
All right. And our guest, Justin, thank you.
I'm Justin Lane, and I had a lot of fun with this. I don't really have a social media presence as much right now. I'm hoping to change that in the future once I get my book finally completed. But until then, I will just kind of remain in the background, DMing my own in-person games. But it was really fun to be a player, and thank you so much for having me.
All right. And before
I'm
we
glad
get
you
to
could be here.
Oh, yes, thank you. Before we get to ending announcements, Vira, go ahead. DM of the hour, last 2 hours. Fantastic game. Give yourself all the plugs.
Vera says dragons just about everywhere on the internet. Everything I'm doing is still a work in progress, so you'll see me back here when the Inspectors break ends.
Yay. All right. And Lori, ending announcements.
Alrighty. Just let everybody know that you should stay tuned to Gilding Light because after the Inspectors one shot for Actor Oki with Peter Atkinson. And then for Tuesday, we have She is the Ancient Returning, which is a gender bent Curse of Strahd campaign with Beth the Bard as DM. And that's at 5 p.m. Pacific time. The Inspectors will be back August 13th. We're going to take a little break, or 12th, I'm sorry. On the 12th, we'll be back. And of course, we also have content from Satine Phoenix on Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific. She has Couples D&D with Satine and Jameson Stone, and that will be on twitch.tv/Satine Phoenix. Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 to 9 Pacific. Satine is in Maze on Planet 7, which is on facebook.com/Maze on Planet 7, and that's 7 the number. And of course, Fridays at 8 p.m. Pacific, we have D&DJ with DJ Kenley Shea, and that will also be on twitch.tv/Satine Phoenix.
All right. Thank you, Lori. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you to the cast, as usual, and Vera for DMing. It was amazing.
Yes.
Thank you all. You all did wonderful. Thank you, audience, for watching us. We appreciate it each and every time. We're going to take a break. Be back August 12th for Inspectors Season 3. And, oh, yes, and please follow our missing cast member, Adam, at Adamus Lamas everywhere. Give him a plug. And so we wrap up. We say goodbye. Bye.
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 Love you. Bye.